most beginner Shopify stores don't have a traffic problem, they have a clarity problem. So I built a free tool that audits your store and shows you exactly what's holding you back. Now, I see this all the time. Beginners who spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on generating traffic to their store only to have no sales or only a very small amount of sales. Usually it's not a reflection of the product, but really a reflection of the structure, the messaging, and the clarity. And so instead of leaving you guessing, I created a completely free tool. This audit tool is not just some basic, superficial, information that it gives you back. This is built off 10 years of experience in like copywriting, marketing, web design, and UX to bring that all together and gives you actionable advice that you can use right away to start improving the clarity and ultimately conversion of your store. Now, I could sit here and talk about this tool, or I could actually show you through a live example of how it works and see it in action for yourself and exactly how you can use it for your own store to improve its clarity and conversions. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to show you a real life, Shopify store example. I've picked it from Reddit. So this is a real person here that is, this is a community dedicated where people just share their Shopify store for review. And while sometimes people give some great advice and things like that, the thing is a lot of it is pretty generic, but this person is a perfect example for the store clarity audit. So as you can see here, she said that she's built it all out herself. She's reached a point where she's not sure what the next step should be. She's already invested in money in meta ads, and unfortunately, as she said here, it didn't get any sales for it. Now, this is something that is all too common. People pay money on ads because that's what they're told to do. And I'm not saying that ads aren't powerful; they are. But if you're like this woman here, and you don't have the structure down, the copy, the messaging, all of that in place, you could spend all the money you want, and it's not going to get sales. And I don't know how much she spent, but spending any money and not getting any results, that's never going to make anyone feel good. So that is exactly why I felt compelled to create this tool and, take my experience in copywriting, marketing, web design, all of that, and bring it together into a tool that actually gives really clean and solid advice. So I'm going to show you, just to prove that it genuinely is giving good advice that's not just generic. I'm going to be already giving you some of my tips when you see this website and this store, and you're going to see that it picks up on these things and then gives even more than I'm going to give when I first just give you a quick overview. So let's take a look at a site first. So if you take a look at the website, we'll have to put it in English here for her. So if you have a look here, at first glance, you scroll through and you would think to yourself, oh, that's actually it's better than a lot of people when they first make a Shopify store. Honestly, it actually is. And I'm willing to bet she's probably built this out through Gem Pages or something similar, a page builder like how I recommend in my 7-hour tutorial. However, there is definitely some things that I can already see myself looking at this straight away that are likely the reasons that people aren't purchasing from it. So the first one is, the very obvious one is that right now, I don't even know what it is she sells, what it is she does. Obviously, I'm getting a bit of clue with up here where it says our jewelry and things like that, but you don't want to give cognitive load to your customer. They need to be straight away know exactly what they can get from you, what you sell, and how you can help them. So right now, she's missing entirely having a clear headline and a clear headline, and then a clear call to action. So right now she's got join the club and get a 10% discount. That is not what you want to have as your main thing. We want sales. So we'd want to have this button going straight to shop all, and we want a very clear heading and a very clear subheading. Both those things she doesn't have. So I still don't know what she is. Splendido, what does that mean? Okay, so then I come down here and it's just welcome to Splendido. So it's just straight away making it all about herself. So when I apply for websites or stores, I apply something called clarity-driven design. And one of the big no-nos right away is to make it all about yourself, and especially saying something like, welcome to my store, welcome to Splendido. No, no, no. You don't want to do that. You want to introduce like why people should trust you. And ideally I have like a pain, or you don't want to go into straight away about you. You want to have information here that can start to connect with the customer and, is valid to them here, instead of just making it kind of about you. She's got a few good things instead of just making it about you, but she's got a few good things here, like genuine soul love, but still it's not enough. It's not compelling enough or anything, and a bit confusing, to be honest. And then come down here, she's got some great image things here, but again, then she's got all these random buttons that say something different for every single one. So it's like select, discover, see results, see more, see show all, way too many different buttons. Then here, that's not too bad, that, highlighting a few things. We've got these here. The titles are just far too long, so that's a big one. And then, not too bad here, but I would move that further down. And then piece of jewelry, she's got a clear, like, one product here, which is a great thing, what I always recommend. So you have your one that you want to showcase the most. So she's done that well. Then here, she's got things, but she could benefit from, like, there's so many things we could say. But then the founder's message, great idea, but I'd have that more a dedicated about page, or, there's a way that we could do this a little differently. And then down here, the footer and everything, it's okay, but it could be improved a little too. But anyway, a lot more I could say, but let's show you now what the audit tool picks up on. Okay. So if we come here and then we just copy her website, copy that, and then we paste it in there, and then, okay. And then I'm just going to leave it on store type, optional for now. I'm just going to leave it on the default. And then I'm going to upload images of her store. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this, copy that, put that there, and then I'm going to take another one, take a screenshot, put that there, and then take another one here, put that there, and then take another one, probably here. And then I'm going to take one more of her footer. Take one more of her footer, put it there. Okay. So we're going to have 5 images of the website. And then these are obviously the 5 things it assess. So messaging, flow, trust, conversion, and friction. And then we're going to go through, we're just going to simply hit get my clarity score. Okay, so what it's going to do, it's going to look through the homepage content, extracting the text, structure, messaging, value messaging clarity, conversion flow, trust signals, friction points, and then it's going to from there, it's going to go through and generate a score based out of 100 of, the clarity of her store. Okay, so it's returned a 47 out of 100. So I'm just going to put in my email here, isaac@isaacecom.co. And then I'm just going to hit show my audit. And then, so here we've got, obviously we already know it was 47. It's classified as weak. So the website has a foundation, but several clarity issues, maybe reducing conversions. Then we come down here. So she's got, 47. So she's below the average. She's 48. It's scored below, But here we go. So here's an audit quick summary. So Splendor presents a visually elegant brand image, which it definitely does. It aligns with luxury jewelry market, yet it fails the most basic conversion task, guiding a visitor to shop. Exactly what I was telling you guys. Single biggest problem is the hero section. Exactly what I was telling you guys. It lacks a value proposition, yes. and prioritize as a discount club. All the things I said, guys, a club over an actual product. The biggest opportunity for improvement lies in restructuring the homepage to lead the brand's unique selling points, solid Italian gold and handmade craftsmanship paired with shop now and a clear, direct shop now call to action. Awesome, guys. So as you can see, already just from that, that is a great overview. Now, what we're going to go do now is the 5 categories that it is assessed for. So the first one is messaging clarity. And you see it's given her an 8 out of 20. So we're going to have a look at this. So the first one, the hero section contains no headline. What I told you guys, leaving videos to visitors to guess the brand's specialty until they scroll down to the welcome text, while this is a logo is too small to serve as a primary message. Exactly. So see, we've got this here. So you got a clear, so it's saying add a bold H1 headline to the hero image, such as handmade solid gold jewelry from Italy. That is perfect. That's exactly what it says. She sells solid gold jewelry and it's handmade and it's from Italy. Right away, I know exactly what she does. So that is based off one of the my framework where I, always get the hero section to have a clear outcome. Now, we also want a clear outcome in a sub headline. So she's got, it's recommended here, fairly priced luxury or lifetime craftsmanship guarantee. Awesome. I love that. That is really good. Then we go down into structured flow. So, the user journey is immediately interrupted by lead generation. Join the club before the user has even seen the jewelry. Exactly. The navigation menu is cluttered with links like call and trailer, which elude the path to purchase. Exactly. Now, this could be because it's translating from German to English, but that, doesn't matter either because, she wants to attract English readers. So, she needs to have this sorted because call and trailer make absolutely no sense. Okay, so it's picked up on that. And then, so move the join the club offer to an exit intent pop-up, exactly, or a dedicated section on the homepage down below. And then reorganize the navigation to prioritize shop all, new arrivals, and best sellers. Exactly. So up here, that's what we could have for these. So that would be fantastic. Also, throughout the website, so the structure is what it's meaning as well. So we could have like new arrivals section, a shop all, best sellers, and just those sorts of things. So, and then we go to trust engineering. So we've got the founders mentioned will provide a good baseline of trust. However, the site lacks visual shows of proof, exactly, such as customer reviews, exactly, star ratings, press mentions, which are critical for high ticket jewelry. Exactly. So insert a dedicated customer love section, which, features 3 to 5 highly quality testimonials with star ratings. Exactly. And then, add trust badges near the product grid with certified 14K gold, free insured shipping. Exactly. So that's, if you've ever been introduced to some of the framework that I like to teach, that's the social proof section of a store. And that's, where we give trust signals. And these are perfect things here to build that trust with that. Okay. So, and then we go into conversion design. So this is a big one. So there is no primary shop now button above the fold. Exactly what I told you guys. She has just the join now button, join to get a 10% discount code. You don't want that. You want a clear shop now button that would go to a page that had a collection of all the different jewelry that she's selling. And as it said here, is a significant conversion error on an e-commerce site. The product grid uses long descriptive titles exactly as well, and it's difficult to scan quickly on mobile desktop. So the first thing it says is place a high contrast shop the collection button at the center or bottom left of the hero screen. Exactly what I said earlier. Big one. Then is shorten the product titles in the grid. So 14K stud earrings and move technical specs to the individual product page. Exactly. So then we've got one last one, which is friction reduction. So you've got the variety of payment method reduces checkout friction, but the position Splendido Club side tab is a visual distraction that competes with the shopping experience. So let's have a look there. Exactly. So this here is just not needed. It's just always in the way. And, it's just maybe if it was give it 10% discount, that would be worth it. But again, it is reducing the shopping experience. You're better off to use something like that to draw attention to, selling your actual product. So remove the floating Splendorio Club tab in favor of a cleaner footer sign up, exactly, and move it to footer. And ensure English USD selection is more prominent and automatically text the user's location to prevent manual adjustment. Awesome. So that is absolutely, that's just such great information to go off, far beyond what you're ever going to get just through asking a few people on Reddit, and everyone has different opinions. This is built off proven psychology, copywriting, marketing frameworks. So the last thing here is just, you've just got a quick top improvements, a quick to increase conversions. And then you can simply just go here and you can hit download report. And then if I download that, what's going to happen is I get a PDF version, which is the full report that you can, save and then go through and send it off to someone if you want them to implement it for you, or you can go through and start implementing it. But yeah, guys, hopefully that gives you a good understanding of the value of this Clarity audit and what it can do for your store. As I said, link is down below, or it's just simply at audit.isaacecom.co. Completely free, and it's going to be free forever. I'm never going to make this a paid thing. All you need to do is just use that link down below, visit here, put your Shopify URL in, add some screenshots of your store, and then let it come back with a report with actionable things you can do to increase conversions. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button and, subscribe for more if you'd like to see more. Feel free to comment down below if you have any questions about this Clarity Audit tool. Hopefully it brings some great value for you. Thanks again for watching, and wishing you the best with your store. Cheers.